Okay, we have Drury up here at the table. They just defeated Nova Southeastern 91-61 to advance to the national semifinals on Wednesday. For those of you who are here for the first time today, we do have a wireless microphone. Scott right here. If you have a question, please just raise your hand. He'll get you the wireless mic. Please introduce yourself and then go ahead for your question. We have head coach Molly Miller, Deja Bernard, and Haley Disselkamp with us. We're going to start with Coach Miller. Go ahead and give us an opening comment, Coach.
40 turnovers. I think we've always hung our hat on our defense, and obviously that intensified tonight. You want these two on your team in March. Deja's just willing us every step of the way defensively, and then when you have an offensive spark like Haley, I think it's a dynamic duo out there on the court. So really proud of ramping up the defensive intensity. We've said this is how we're going to win games. We've never been real consistent shooting. I mean, they've got ups and downs. So where our consistency comes from is our defensive pressure. And so we're always going to come out in full force on that side of the ball.
Questions?
Matt Vereen, color 10. Coach, we've talked about before about how this was going to be a different Nova Southeastern team you met, and then you come out here and beat them by more than you did in December. Does that speak to how even the top team in the nation can grow throughout the year as well?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Dan. It's good to see you guys. The local. Yeah, I think that's one thing. We're different since December, and you just want to grow, and we've talked about this as a group. In fact, me, Haley, and Deja, you want to peak at the right time. So every game you grow, and that team's not the same since December, but neither are we. I think you saw a turning point at the McKendree game, which was our first game in the GLVC tournament. This is a whole new ball team when it comes to defensive intensity, and that's really fun to see. A lot of credit. That's a good Nova. They're a balanced Nova team. They're an experienced Nova team, and they work hard. They make you work for every single possession. So a lot of credit to them, and congratulations to them for making it so far. And I'm proud of our girls for it's scary to play an opponent for a second time. You just never know. So kind of stood the course, was proud of their efforts.
Mark Spillane, KY3. Coach, they seemed really intent on trying to beat you guys over the top early in the game with some long outlet passes. Were you expecting that, and how did you guys think you handled that as the game went on?
Yeah, good to see you too, Mark. We knew they did that to us a little bit the first time out. I thought we handled it a lot better this time around. When we made some adjustments knowing that was coming with our pressure and our press, kind of moving people around, and I think that was helpful. They just buy into game plans, and that's important. We've got a high basketball IQ team, so you can basically throw anything out there and they'll make adjustments, and that's what we can do against a team like this who tries to break our pressure in different ways.
Dan Lucy, color 10. Deja, let's talk defense. You had the 40 turnovers, 38 points off the turnovers. Just talk a little bit about how you guys can convert that into points on the scoreboard.
Like Coach Moore said, we've had a lot of ups and downs on our shooting, and one thing that we've been consistent with this year has been our defense. When we went into halftime, she was like, our goal is 40 turnovers. And, I think that you can give this team goals, and we're going to go out and achieve them.
Yeah, Haley, we saw a lot of fire out of both of you out there on the court. To go out there and get this team back to the semifinals for the first time since '04, what does that mean for y'all?
It's a special feeling. It was our goal from the very beginning to make it all the way, and I think we're not overlooking any game by any means, and so tonight coming out and taking care of this game was a really big mark for us, and it's a special feeling with all these girls. It's just a special thing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Deja, I'm looking at your stat line here. I think 10 points. Yeah, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 steals. How much fun do you have kind of affecting the game in all different ways?
I don't really notice that I'm affecting it, that much when I'm out there. But all the credit goes to my teammates, They're getting me the ball at the right times, Balls are landing in my hands, and rebounds, I'm finding the open man, they're hitting open shots, all the credit goes to them.
She gets a little bit of credit.
Yeah, a lot.
Haley, named National Player of the Year. and you came out and just started right from the very beginning, and then right before the half, and then beginning of the third quarter, all the way through, just trying to put an exclamation point on that, you think?
Honestly, I didn't even look at that. I just want to keep winning, and I think that's how we all are. And at the end of the day, all the awards are great, but we have one big prize, and it's to get to the national championship. And we'll celebrate that at the end of the year. But right now, it's all about the national championship. And so I think we all just came together tonight, and like Deja said, you know, things were going our way, things weren't going our way. But I think at the end of the day, it all came out on top for us.
Can I have both of you comment on? You've got 35-0. You got 2 games. Do you see the finish line? Do you want to look at that tape yet, or do you just keep putting your head down?
I really don't think that we can focus on, you know, Friday's game. You know, we have to look at and focus on tomorrow's game. You know, we're going to go out and watch them, you know, scout for the next game. We can't look 2 games in advance. You know, it's survive in advance right now. So if we don't lose tomorrow, we don't see Friday.
I completely agree with Deja. We're taking it game by game, and is it getting close? Yes, and we can feel it, but also we can't overlook it, just like Deja said. And we win tomorrow, we'll be there, and it's going to be an awesome feeling.
Coach, can you talk about tomorrow's game? Would you rather see, or does it matter, or what?
You know, at this point, it doesn't matter because they're all going to be really, really good. Really good. I got to watch a couple of both teams play in the regional. I took a look at them briefly. It's nice that we get to see them live. I think that's helpful for us to devise a scout as we kind of see it going. And my assistants are amazing. I mean, they don't sleep. They don't go to bed. They take like 4-hour naps at night. So we'll do a good job of scouting and looking to this next game, and then devise a game plan, try to communicate it with the kids, and roll the ball out and see what happens.
Coach, you got a great starting lineup, but the depth has been just as lethal as well. Today, Brooke Stanfield, huge for you guys, especially in that second quarter, helping get you guys through. What did you see out of her?
You know, we got in foul trouble. Parker had to go to the bench, and then Lou got 2. So we got in a little bit of a pickle there. But you know, with your depth, any given player can play any given spot. That's what's really nice about our offense and our defense. We're kind of positionless in that way. So we played small ball, and I think with Brooke and Haley at the 4 and 5, they were trying to pound it in a little bit, and I think we made some good adjustments from our weak side and trying to get around and make a play on the ball. We always say, when in doubt, tip it out. I mean, just go hunt that ball and throw it into the bleachers if you have to. So I thought we did a good job of adjusting. Like you said, Brooke stepped up big, and I think that's one thing that this team can rely on is any given night, any given player, any given position. It doesn't really matter.
Coach, how nice was it to get ahead and allow Deja and Haley to sit down for a little bit, knowing that in 24 hours, you got to do it all over again?
Yeah, we kind of, I mean, this is postseason, so you're used to that. And every team has the March kind of aches and pains. Those are such an afterthought at this point. So you're just going to go play 40 minutes of ball. It doesn't matter if you played 2 minutes the night before or 32 minutes the night before. And that's the mentality of these guys. But yeah, it's nice to kind of get that cushion and get some more experience. Some players get some experience, some championship experience in there, and then also give these kids a little break and let them have some energy from the bench.
Anything further? Drury will play the winner, Lubbock Christian and North Georgia. That game coming up here at 8:30, and that game tomorrow night will also be at 8:30. Coach, congratulations, ladies. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Also, media members, there are going to be full stat books available for you back here in the back corner, back to your right.